It is a big afternoon here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of the nation's capital. France and Colombia. Diaz trying to make things happen for the first time.
I did the research, Adrian. I went deep in the research. 1993, in a game that was played in Martinique, Colombia beat France 3-1. But that's not the story. And the story is not that Adolfo El Tren Valencia had a hat-trick against France that day. No, that's not the story. The story is that our very own Frank Leboeuf was playing for France that day. And an even bigger story, Frank Leboeuf had hair that day.
Trying to construct something here. Akliouche wide to Sheki. Back it goes, and the shot is on. And
series of Colombia over France. There is another one. I'll tell you about it in a second.
It's Colombia who were making the first waves. Zaire Emery, the young PSG midfielder, winning his 10th cap today, putting his effort just wide. He's been busy early here. Colombia started in fine fettle 3 days ago. They were ahead inside 2 minutes against Croatia, and here they are on the front foot. Teed up for James Rodriguez, never really got control. The follow-up shots, well, wasn't that far wide. As Richard Rios
quite couldn't sort it out on top of the 18-yard box, but once this ball pops out to Richard Rios, this is an aspect of his game that he is really good at. Striking from distance, this ball is dancing, and Bryce Samba is just looking at it.
Wants to run it. The defense again is accepted. Here's Thuram. Played nearly every minute in 2018. N'Golo Kante just played the first touch, but they keep the attack alive. Akliouche looking to combine, and well, it's an ungainly tangle of legs rather than an actual foul.
There's an initial grab from Juan Cabal. A little something. Not enough for a penalty. Mojica sort of turns Akliouche around, and then Cabal, as you mentioned, tangling the legs, and we play challenge. Great defensive play. Players for this team going into this World Cup.
Yeah. It's Kante eluding the defender Akliouche onto Kalulu, and well, flag stays down for now. Little pocket on the edge of the area, but a pocket that was closed down very quickly, but at the expense of a free kick. Lucas Hernandez brought down. The Colombians didn't like it at all.
I think Lucas Hernandez is getting beat to the board. Richard Rios just throws his body at him.
Digne right into the wall. Decisive in doing so, even down to 10 men.
Likely result of Bolivia beating Brazil, and then that Venezuela was out. Happy times. Yay.
Into the Kocha bit here though. Here's Thuram looking to turn and lay off. A shot, oh, it's turned in! France leads. Doué's efforts took a huge deflection. May actually go down as an own goal. It certainly deceived Montero. Doué receiving the plaudits.
He just puts it on target, and then Daniel Munoz is the one that deflects it on goal. Akliouche putting some pressure, looking for a combination, a little give and go action. Can I get in behind? No. It's going to be Marcus Thuram. And at this point, it felt like Colombia maybe had it under control, and they did not. The deflection by Johan Mojica falls onto the pass of Doué, who puts it on target. Give him credit. Alvaro Montero had it covered. And to your point, Adrian, it is indeed the deflection of Daniel Munoz that takes it away from Montero. 1-0 France.
Daniel Munoz just stretching out a left leg here to try and block the effort. All he could do was steer it past the helpless Montero.
It was only a matter, and they seem to be confused as to where is it that they need to step to the ball. Once France starts rotating, it's something that we mentioned earlier, once they start rotating positions and players come in and out of position, Colombia seems confused as to who to pick up.
Corner served in, up for grabs on the edge of the area.
Has Nestor Lorenzo, and it has to be sorted out. But this is a concern that Colombia has had. It's not just in this game. There's a lot of sort of talking going back and forth as to who drops in, who steps forward, and you have in James Rodriguez a player who's just going to float, and then John Arias wants to join in the attack, and so you start losing numbers in the midfield. France starts getting control of that area of the field, and well, in the end, it's 2-0.
France's first trip to the US since 1979. They hadn't been here in all that time. Of course, didn't qualify for the 1994 World Cup, famously. As Hernandez has to get that back in a hurry to Samba, who was he outside his area? That was what Luis Suarez was claiming. Recovery work from Doué, just disrupting it, breaking it up. Well, the quick thinking and intervention there by Puerta, drawing the foul and the resulting free kick. Some game to make a debut in. The one that Kylian Mbappe had produced in the first half. In fact, he mentioned that in the post-game interview, didn't he? He said, saw the way Mbappe finished. This is a surging run from the Liverpool man, and in the end, a cross. One back for Colombia, and a chance to break here. Samba down to smother.
This is at least a productive training session.
Well, the majority of the crowd here in Landover are about to get their wish as Cordoba has to make something happen. A chance for a reply, and they've taken it. Colombia getting on the score sheet. Jamington Campaz with the unerring finish in off the far post.
And All-Stars under.
French defence under some duress here as Puerta reels around. Another good piece of play from him. It's a real scrum down inside the 6-yard box. Quintero eventually delivering to the near post. Another rebound the French can't quite deal with. Now they can. Very efficiently worked out of defence, and what a ball from Elise to release Ekitike round the keeper. He tried to go. Good recovery from Montero, danger not removed, and it needs a goal line clearance in the end to prevent Colombia and France take. Solidify their places in the team. Colombia approaching 4 years at the helm. Of course, Didier Deschamps knows that this will be his last summer in charge. Looking to go out on the right note, but away we go. Colombia in their traditional yellow tops and blue shorts, and France wearing the kit that they will wear this summer at the World Cup for the first time. Campaz, the Colombian goal scorer, carving out another corner. There have been plenty of talented French teams that haven't won before. Another good moment here for Colombia. Is there another goal to come? There isn't. Last ditch block Pappas trying his luck again. Samba able to punch it clear. And the French survive defensively and look to thrive at the other end again. Ekitike with a driving run. May go it alone. And, well, he had Elise one side, he had Mbappe the other. And he only had eyes for goal. Hugo Ekitike. That's a good ball for Cordoba to get on here. Exciting end to the game. Cordoba's curler. There's going to be one more moment yet for them. It is Kylian Mbappe. He's round the keeper and he finishes. And he ties the all-time French